Supermarkets stress me out. I find the mishmash of people in supermarkets to be terribly disconcerting. So when I'm here, I get into this state of frenzy. So I have a little mantra that I learnt from Gaia TV. You know that thing, Gaia TV? Lots of superstition, lots of yoga, lots of meditation stuff. Yeah, I'm subscribed. I have a year subscription to that. Why I got a year subscription? I'm not yet sure. It seems oddly crazy to me, but let's see how it turns out. But I digress. Now, the mantra that I like to use when I'm in shopping centres like this, I learned from a lady by the name of Ashley Turner, who is a yoga teacher. And the mantra goes something like this. Om Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. It's for anxiety and fear, both of which I experience when I'm in these types of situations. I have even taught that mantra to my children, and they all know it off by heart, including my 3-year-old, who's now bouncing around at my feet. Yes, trying to get my attention. I'm outside now, and it takes me about, 10-15 minutes to recalibrate from just, it's awful in there. I really don't like going, and I try to only go on a Sunday when it's supposed to be more quiet. And today I walked in there and it was like, just full of people, and I'm like, rush of emotion, the stress. No. Shopping centres, supermarkets specifically. Shopping centres are okay, supermarkets specifically, not a place for me. Hands up if you're the same.
I was calling out your name, put my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me. You were running from it all. You got me waiting, I'm on fire.
I prefer to come into this beautiful little organic store called Gilly Hill Organic as often as I can, and much prefer the vibe to the supermarket, to the general supermarket. But here they have my favorite things. They have Brush with Bamboo toothbrushes, they have all my favorite like cleaning scrubby things, and just a bunch of bits and bobs that keep me accountable for my waste. So I love coming in here, and right now I'm in here for something that is totally decadent, and that would be chocolate-coated almonds, of which I am a sucker for. The only thing that I love more than chocolate-coated almonds is perhaps chocolate-coated macadamias. I love chocolate. I love it so much.
You got me waiting, my desire.
There is one thing that I really do appreciate about where I live, and that is that I'm within about a 50-minute drive to the mod cons of a capital city. And I love going in there. I love being in control of when and how I get in there and why I'm in there. I love to interact in that buzz and look at the architecture and just be amongst the people. But then I thoroughly appreciate leaving the city and the drive and then the descent into the valley itself. I literally feel all the stress just lift off my shoulders, and then I look around at the rolling pastures, at the beautiful mountains, at the beautiful flowers and the old cottages and homes and chimneys, and I just think to myself, God damn, I'm blessed. I am really blessed. And since going through all the stress and the trauma of the recent bushfires, I'm so much more appreciative of where I live and how I live. It had always been a deep-seated dream of mine to live off-grid. I've wanted to for a very long time. I'm the type of individual that requires a tremendous amount of space around me and quiet and peace. And so I always dreamed of owning a large acreage where my neighbours were very, very far away from me, where I could be as self-sufficient as possible. And I'm living that dream right now. And I have to say that while there are everyday challenges to living off-grid, during the time of the bushfires where people's water was scarce, ours was not, because we live off rainwater and we have 6 tanks. And then electricity was an issue. It flickered, and there's the occasional blackout when there's a storm. We don't have that issue because we are on solar panels. And so there is just such a steady sense of peace in the fact that our resources are so natural that they are rarely ever interrupted by any external force, and it just warms my heart and it makes me feel really, really grounded, really connected, especially to my biosphere, and I appreciate what I have so much more. I'm always living in a place of gratitude, and that is something that is heightened every single day by the blessings and the wonder that I get to experience as a person who does live off-grid in the most beautiful part of the world. Honestly, just blessed. I don't like going to shopping centres and I get super stressed out because I just don't like it. It's so perplexing and it's so, oh, a spanner. It's too much. It's too much. Well, that's it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm really enjoying doing these daily style vlogs and hope that I can keep them up as often as I can. It's also helping me to improve my editing skills and just to put myself out there, to keep myself in a creative mind frame, and that is all thoroughly appreciated. So thanks again for hanging out, beautiful people. It was so nice to see your beautiful smiling faces again. I love spending this time with you. It is sacred to me, and I sincerely hope that you enjoy the content that I'm bringing to you at this moment in time, even though it doesn't have depth or directions or teachings or anything like that. It's just me sharing aspects of my life with you, my thoughts, my opinions. Much love, many blessings.